How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here with another episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, as we're on episode 5, the penultimate episode. We're concluding things next week, and I'm sad. I'm upset. I'm in Spain without the S because I've really loved this series. This past month has been really wonderful, and you know, there's been a few issues here and there, but nothing's perfect. And I've really appreciated this journey. I know a few people have had their gripes about the show, but it's been really incredible for me, and I'm excited to see how we do conclude things with this episode and the next episode, which with this episode, I want to say I kind of have a feeling what might be included in this episode, because this past week, myself and a few other Star Wars fans, we've noticed a few parallels with the episodes and how it links to the prequel/original trilogy films. So for part 1, we had Luke that was mirroring Anakin from The Phantom Menace with the attire and the whole pod racing shtick. I think I saw someone else say about the fact that Leia used a decoy, kind of like her mother, in The Phantom Menace. So there's that. We had episode 2, which was, we had an undercity world, styled like Coruscant, actually. And we saw that clone cameo played by Tim Morrison. Out of all the episodes, episode 2, so yeah. Episode 3, I don't think I need to elaborate on how that parallels to Revenge of the Sith. And of course, last week I did make mention about the fact that episode 4, there were a few parallels to A New Hope, excluding Obi-Wan donning the Stormtrooper armor. That would have really been a great link to Han and Luke when they were rescuing Leia. So yeah, of course there were Fallen Order parallels with Fortress Inquisitorius, and a few scenes that were replicating to what happened in Fallen Order, but there was quite a New Hope vibe included in that. And I want to say that Qui-Gon is going to finally appear in this episode, because of course we've had we've had Obi-Wan try to reach out to his master with no response. And I think it's been pretty evident that he's going to appear at some point. They can't tease Qui-Gon like this and the payoff just be nothing. So I have a feeling kind of like how Luke got stronger, because of course we saw last week Obi-Wan getting a bit stronger with his connection with the Force. I think with Luke getting more connected with the Force in Empire Strikes Back and him encountering Yoda, I feel like there's going to be something similar where Obi-Wan will reach out to Qui-Gon, and of course that's going to set things up for the final episode where we will have that encounter between Vader and Kenobi. So yeah, but I have a few other theories about what episode 6 might entail, but I'll probably explain about that next week, given how things might go, because I could be wrong in terms of what I'm guessing might be included in this episode. I'm just stating about the fact that there are interesting parallels to the episodes of Kenobi and of course the films. So yeah, but we shall indeedy see what will happen. So why don't we get into episode 5? It's going to be very interesting. I'm assuming Leia's going to get dropped off at Alderaan, and that's going to kind of conclude her story. Of course, we've got Lola, who's been now adjusted as a tracking beacon. Great. But it should be very interesting to see what happens in this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode 5 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's go. Wait, no.
Oh, there you are.
Oh my God!
Was beginning to think you weren't coming.
Oh my God!
Good. Then maybe I stand more of a chance.
Oh.
My lord.
Oh, Liam is happy. Oh, that was great. I'm assuming we're going to get more of that.
Kneel.
We're getting the promotion.
Grand Inquisitor.
Shit.
Raja. What are you
Ah.
doing here?
Hello.
I had nowhere else to go. Right after I saw you, I got into a fight with that scary Lady Inquisitor. Now I'm wanted by the Empire. So now I
Welcome to the club.
Being a real Jedi.
A Jedi's goal is to defend life, not take it.
Mercy doesn't defeat an enemy, Master.
Oh. Oh, this is great. Read the signs early, but
Every other entrance in this facility. If we defend our position together, then by the time they get inside, we'll be gone.
You heard him.
look at him giving them hope. Scary times, but the situation.
I'm going to need a ladder.
Leia.
It's not playtime right now, Princess.
Do as she asks. You trust me? I trust her. Get her the ladder.
I love this.
Sensitive, and we gathered them up. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know what the Inquisitors would do.
You have one
14
perception of
people
the
died, 6
Empire,
more
and
children, and I couldn't do anything to help them.
shit. The reality is crushing.
So now I do this.
Unless you were there.
It doesn't matter where I was.
The night of Order 66, you were a youngling. That's how you knew you saw him.
Yep,
Anakin killed the others.
That's
pretty
Killed
much.
the other younglings,
Enough.
but somehow...
Shit! Holy shit! He's doing it again!
We thought he was there to help us.
Oh.
Serving him, are you? You're hunting him. Let me help you.
Why would I ever trust you?
Because we want the same thing.
Do we, Obi-Wan?
She's definitely
Do you
turning.
really want Anakin dead? Where were you? While he was killing my friends.
Won't stop him alone.
You have no idea what I've done alone.
Woo! Shit! Holy shit! Okay, okay. Holy shit! There it is. Liam had a bad feeling.
May the Force be with you.
Gave her life to stick the middle finger to the Empire and help them. Oh.
There's no way out, Master.
There's no high ground. That's the problem.
You're beaten. What is it? What's wrong?
It's over.
No, there's always a way.
You're not bringing him to me. I'm bringing him to you. This isn't over yet.
She's not having any of it, but there is that
There are
conflict.
families back there. Children.
He won't see it coming.
Because all he'll see is me.
Blinded by the dark side, that hatred. Woo!
Your weapon's gone. It's over.
Your need for victory, Anakin, it blinds you.
Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Reva. She just gave... Reva! Not exactly well hidden. Hey! I had the most peculiar dream.
Have who you can. Let's get to the transport, people. Move, let's go.
Oh, is this gonna be like Empire Strikes? Uh-oh. You know when the Millennium Falcon took off and Vader was just too late? Holy fuck! Oh! Oh! Played like a damn fiddle!
Until you overcome it, a Padawan you will still be.
Oh, this. Oh my god, that is horror-esque.
To use you against me.
You're not winning this fight, Reva. I'm sorry, but you're not. Holy shit. Whoa! There it is. Oh my god. Shit.
Did you really?
Hello, third sister. Revenge does wonders for the will to live, don't you think?
Poems have two
Your
stomachs.
Rage was useful. Now it is tiresome.
I have a feeling this is a bad mistake, leaving her to struggle and wither. I mean, she is pretty vulnerable, but... Shit!
Owen, help the boy.
That's where she's gonna go.
What is it?
Oh no. Luke. Oh, this is gonna be hell, isn't it? Although there is, you could say, hope. Because, although that anger could make us, like, you know, lash out, etc. I don't know. But it's funny when Vader said to Kenobi in episode 3, you should have killed me when you had the chance. And, you know, Reva, yeah, as long as she was still struggling, she was not going to die. If we saw her outright die, I would have believed it, but she's still surviving. So, and we've had people connected with the dark side survive a lot worse. So, of course, the Grand Inquisitor was going to survive because A, we're not breaking canon with rebels. B, the benefits of two stomachs, right? So, yeah. So, he was obviously going to survive. I I don't know if that's going to be my favorite episode in general, because, I mean, the fight between Vader and Kenobi in episode 3 was just pretty intense, and I loved it. It's probably one of my favorite Star Wars moments. But this entire episode was just really fantastic, from the flashbacks, and there obviously were Empire Strike Back vibes with the whole training thing with Anakin and Obi-Wan. And the ship escaping was very reminiscent of the Millennium Falcon leaving Hoth, and Vader was just being too late. Like, you even had him going through the corridors and, like, hunting for the ship, of course. So, and there was a bit more of an aggressive stance compared to Vader with the Millennium Falcon. See, this explains it all. He was worried that deja vu was going to happen on Hoth, so... No. I'm pretty satisfied with how this episode panned out. Oh man, that was really superb. I'm happy with that episode. I mean, I wish Reva would have died there and then, because I think it would just be very symbolic in regards to her stubbornness, her blind, how she's blind with rage and whatnot. And I don't know if she had a feeling that she could probably get the one-up on Vader, but we knew it was not going to happen, not just because Vader obviously lives in the original trilogy, but because Vader, like, as soon as Obi-Wan was talking to Reva about, filling in those seeds of conflict, etc., I was just thinking, Vader's going to sense this shit. He's not going to be too happy. And there's going to be this temptation for Reva to try and probably get the one-up on Vader, but Vader's going to see this shit coming like he has eyes in the back of his head. So, yeah, I don't know if Reva thought to herself, I have a chance on overthrowing Vader, but it was not going to happen. And furthermore, Vader was just toying with her. Like, especially when he gave one half of the saber to Reva. He's like, "Okay, you wanna go? Let's go. I'm here." He wasn't even trying, but he doesn't need to. So yeah, it was not gonna happen for Reva, but I do feel like I don't know. I do feel like that would have been a very poignant way to complete her arc, especially with the how she was flashing back to Order 66 and she was playing dead. And, well, I guess you could say it is very fitting that she was playing dead in a sense. In the present day, and she played dead at Order 66, but I think throughout this series, we've known how she has been a bit hasty, and she has been very aggressive to the point where it just blinds her. Especially when you consider the fact that there is that flashback to Anakin and Kenobi, and how his determination of victory will be his undoing, etc. And I even thought, well, this can kind of relate to the Reva versus Vader. This can kind of relate to the flashbacks of Obi-Wan and Anakin, because of course Anakin was a bit rash way back when as well. And I think with him reflecting on that moment, it's very fitting that Vader is thinking about, okay, let's not fit all of our eggs in one basket and focus on Kenobi. He's opening his mind to other avenues, such as Reva and that conflict. So, yeah, and yeah, like I said, Reva, she embodies what Anakin used to be in a sense, because like you think back to Attack of the Clones, and when you had Obi-Wan and Anakin face Dooku, Obi-Wan said, "We'll take him together." No, I'll take him now. And yeah, that's how Anakin didn't fare too well, did he? So of course he grew over time, but I think it would have been very, very fitting if Reva and how she acted against Vader, that had a very, very more fatal consequence. Not just that, though, but it definitely does feel like it's setting things up for Reva to go to Tatooine because she found a message and pose risk to Luke. And yeah, and we might not have chance to have that Vader-Kenobi rematch, which should happen, really. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, but I feel like Reva should have died in that moment. So, but I do think she might survive post episode 6. They could have killed her off there and then, and I think it would have been fitting, really, for her character. So, yeah. Although, Bail. Oh boy. He just put a target on Luke's back. Like, of course, it was not deliberate. But, yeah, so... But, no, I really, really thought that this was pretty great. It was really interesting to see Obi-Wan tap into Reva and then, again, instilling that conflict in her. Reva questioning, where were you when all my youngling friends got slaughtered? At this time, Cody just shot the hell out of Obi-Wan, and he just, fell. So, but obviously, he was I don't think he could match the timelines to that moment, can he? So yeah, no. You're just thinking to Reva, where were you when he was killing my friends? But we're getting answers to why she resents Obi-Wan. Like, she sees him alive, and she has lived with so much fear and had to play dead because Anakin, because she could have been next. So, yeah, I really loved the fact that we got some answers in regards to Reva. I mean, I think it was pretty much obvious that Reva was there during Order 66. It was a question of how she survived, of course, and it was just as simple as playing dead. I'm not sure if that was if that's going to be a suitable excuse for people to absorb, but I mean, she was obviously going to be a part of Order 66. Although I was not expecting Anakin to be killing younglings again. So I shouldn't be laughing. I mean, it's just a thing where, like, you're thinking, oh, he's doing it again. Oh shit, it's happening again. But fuck, I was not expecting that whatsoever. So, yeah, I thought we were just gonna get like a shot of Anakin just approaching, and then we just flash back to present day. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I say I shouldn't have expected this. 2 episodes ago, he snapped a kid's neck. So, what do I know? But no, I just thought that this was, it was pretty good. Just going back, I was not expecting to open out on Anakin and Obi-Wan. I guess pre-episode 2, I think it was. So yeah, but it was just really great to see Hayden and Yura just flashing back to old times, of course, and yeah. The geek in me was just so satisfied, and I'm gonna sleep well tonight. So no, but it was just really wonderful to see them interact, and of course, like I said, how that paints relevance to Vader in today's age, where it's not so much about winning, and you had Anakin so determined to beat the Master. So yeah, it was just really wonderful stuff. But like I said, I think it really does well in terms of paralleling to episode 5 with Luke and Yoda training. We have a different kind of training going on here, but it's still training at the end of the day between a master and someone who is still young, who is still early days in the Force, etc. So, granted, there has been a bit more time between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, but still, Anakin was still pretty young then, and not even in his prime. So, and for us, this was the first, like, when Attack of the Clones came out, this was the first time of, I'd say it's the first time of seeing Anakin. It's the earliest in terms of the timeline, for us seeing Anakin be equipped with the Force, etc. Same with Luke in Episode 5, that was the earliest, I guess you could say, we saw, really, for Luke being able to utilize the ways of the Jedi, etc. So, but there was also that moment of where the ship, Vader was played like a damn fiddle, but I gotta say, the fact that he stopped a fucking whole ship like that was just, I thought it was just gonna take off, like the Millennium Falcon at Hoth. He was just gonna be too late. I mean, granted, the ship did take off, etc. The real ship, should I say. But I wasn't expecting him to just casually have the ship come to a halt and rip it apart like no tomorrow. It was just very, very daunting. So, yeah, that was just pretty insane. So, yeah. I'm not mad about the whole fact that Qui-Gon didn't appear, because that was what I was expecting. Okay, there's gonna be parallels. I'm thinking there might be parallels to Empire Strikes Back, which there were. But you think, okay, well, he's gonna contact Qui-Gon. It makes sense, right? But I think what we got was just even more satisfying with Anakin and Obi-Wan. Attack of the Clones era time. Was just really, really brilliant stuff, and I'm happy. I was happy. Tala, I mean, I've been calling her deaf for these past few, ever since she appeared. I don't know why, but she was giving me red flag vibes. And it was just a case of, okay, when is she going to die? Because I do expect her to die. I can't see her making it out of this alive. By the time we do conclude Kenobi. And of course, she gave her life to not just buy the people some time, but also stop the Empire. And we did hear her talk about the fact that about her perception of the Empire and how she thought it was one thing, and then of course the reality was just a cruel case of a kick in the head for her. So yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I felt so bad. You saw Obi's anguish with the fact that Tala sacrificed herself. So, you know, that was fun. But yeah, it was really, really wonderful. And I did like how Obi-Wan instilled a bit of hope. Like, the people were worried, especially with the Empire on their heels. But you had Obi-Wan delve into a bit of hope for the people and try to course them through this bit of a crisis. So, yeah. So, and it was really, really nice to see him have that faith in Leia as well, when Leia's opted to help out, and like it's because obviously and understandably he was so protective of Leia that he was just trying to keep her like discreet, etc., and making sure that she doesn't do her own thing. But she came up with this idea, and he's like, if Leia thinks it's a good idea, I think it's a good idea, basically. So, yeah, I just really, really loved the faith he had in Leia, especially in this hectic time where nobody knows what to do. So, yeah. But I loved this episode. Superb. excited to see what's going to happen next time. Oh yeah, Grand Inquisitor alive was expected, of course. Like I said, the benefits of 2 stomachs. Yay. Although then again, Reva did get impaled, and she's going to shrug this off. So, but like I said, I think, you know, they were not going to obviously kill him off if he still has a part to play in Rebels. So, yeah. But yeah, I just love it was just very, very interesting. Grand Inquisitor, like, the thing is, Vader had him on prep just in case Reva did anything rash. He's like, I think Reva's gonna try to betray me, so I'm expecting you to just come about and take the Grand Inquisitor role, buddy, again. So, yeah. But yeah, the way he was just gloating to Reva. And I was just thinking through this whole time, what's the 5th brother's reaction like? Because he's been so adamant on the fact that Reva, like, you're not going to win shit, okay? So, quiet down and listen to me. I was just waiting to see Reva just have the absolute biggest shit-eating grin to the 5th brother. Considering how he's just tried to, you know, keep her under his heel, and she gets this promotion. So yeah, but now I just want to see like if they do encounter his reaction to Reva just being demoted so bad. So yeah, but like I said, this was superb stuff. Really enjoyed this episode. Probably my favorite so far of Kenobi. We'll see how episode 6 pans out, but everything about this episode was pretty neat. Like I said, I think the only thing I would have had was Reva just flat out die, especially with how that can kind of full circle her story. But you know, that's just my thoughts about it. But no, love this episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!